Okay, Kobe doing work. 2-4 on my shirt. He the greatest on the court, and I'm the greatest on the verse. Going for the fourth ring like it was his first. Gotta get the gleam. Do it for Kareem. 2-4 so nice, my flow so mean. Catch me at the game, sitting next to Goldstein. Kobe Bryant Nikes, purple gold strings. Kobe in the game, dunking on the whole team. Black Mamba, attack conquer. Basketball beast, rap monster. Crossover good, a turnaround jumper, or just drive the lane and dunk on dunkers. You know where it's going down, yo. This is the Lake Show, but don't drown, though. I call him King Bryant, not let the crown show. Watch me get him like Kobe, yeah. Sick with it, no COVID, yeah. Black clouds break open, yeah. Rain down black roses, yeah. I smell the rose, but I'm focused, yeah. The game's cold, but I'm frozen, yeah. The lanes are closed, but I'm bowling, yeah. All mine, but no cobras, all around, no borders, all eyes take notice. Recognize my importance, never I'm immortal. Got the culture on my shoulder, I see the vultures flying over. So now we marching like we soldiers, until we walking like we strolling, yeah. 60 points in my last game, like that's game, yeah. Yerp. Put 5 rings on my last name, Oscar could've been my first. On one leg, on my last leg, I want the last shot, that's worth. No Achilles heel, like toe field, this the last dance, like 100 gold beating on my chest and goes right tat. This is black entertainment, baby. This is black power status, yeah. 2 fingers for the mama, see them screaming black mama matters, yeah. Heart goes out to Vanessa and the whole black mama family. BMF, heart of gold beating on my chest and it goes right tat, yeah. This is black entertainment, baby. This is black power status, yeah. 2 fingers for the mama, see them screaming black mama matters, yeah. Heart goes out to Vanessa and the whole black mama family. BMF, yeah. BMF, on BET, yeah. We the best, yeah. We the best. On GOD, yeah. We there, yeah. We there. GOAT like Kobe B. Rest in power, that's hope for peace. Black Lives Matter fact, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
New Orleans, the Big Easy. That's the site for the Timberwolves. He plays like a guard at a big man position. Karl Anthony Towns will be looking to carry his team as they get ready to tip off here in New Orleans, Louisiana. Timberwolves, Pelicans, just moments away right after this.
You're now connected to Jackie Work hard, play harder.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Minnesota, third best record here in the early going. And checking out New Orleans. Right now, they're 5 spots below them.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And don't count on that coming to an end anytime soon. The talent level of this squad is off the charts. And with the momentum they're gathering here early in the year, they could steamroll through the season.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The 2 towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. And for the Pelicans, Ingram at the 3 with Williamson playing the 4. Hawkins is out there with Jones. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5. Always exciting to see 2 teams with bright futures, Greg. Young stars hungry to prove themselves.
And Kevin, the hungrier, the better, if you ask me. When you've got all that youthful energy and ambition out on the court, very special things can happen.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. New Orleans moving it around. Here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're big or small. You do not want to go toe-to-toe with Zion on the inside.
Towns against Williamson. That one's good from the corner.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Hawkins kicks to Valanciunas. Here's Ingram. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. For 3, Karl-Anthony Towns, and that's good. Towns has got 5 now.
And at 7 feet tall, it is tough guarding Towns, especially when he's making shots like that.
Inside, here's Valanciunas. There is no question, Greg, this Pelicans roster has the talent to at least be a playoff contender every year.
No doubt a contender. Their problem has been staying healthy. They have a big 3, but Ingram and Williamson didn't play in half the games during that 22-23 campaign.
Shoot 2. And he can't get the first one. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
Good on the second free throw. With New Orleans, GA, you have to feel like the talent is there.
It is, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They've won 50 games in a season only once in their history. And you can't have playoff success until you prove you can survive the rigors of the regular season.
To the paint, here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
Great pass there from Herbert Jones. When someone's open, he'll find them.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Fires for 3, bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Suns.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Timberwolves have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Now here's Gobert, guarded by Valanciunas. That's a 2 from Towns. And again, it's Minnesota.
And pure cash. Whenever Towns gets these types of looks, he's consistent at spraying.
Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Towns. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Towns has got 9 points.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Pass to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
And Zion absolutely rocking the rim.
Minnesota leading by 5. Here's Towns. Drains the 19-footer. He's got 11.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Williamson, the screen. To the middle. And Williamson throws it down.
Brandon Ingram at that size, able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
Passes to McDaniels. Launches it. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Ingram. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Denver. There's the pass to Williamson. At the elbow, it's Valanciunas. Inside, here's Hawkins. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Conley. Here's Towns. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Now 6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
Now here's Ingram. He has yet to score. Valanciunas, good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. They're leading by 8. Wasted no time on that one. Edwards got 5.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Williamson, the screen. Shoots it. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And a coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
The Pelicans have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Pass to Valanciunas. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Williamson against Towns. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jones. Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense, capable of getting up to block shots.
And Towns gets it to go.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Knocks it loose. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And a quick look at some of the numbers for Karl Anthony Towns.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now here's Ingram. Scoreless thus far.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Ingram with the effort and the length. That wiry frame helping him get in for that rebound.
Conley's shot is off.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Edwards against Jones. Williamson, the pass to Hawkins. Here's Valanciunas, and the layup's good off the glass. Valanciunas has got 5 points so far.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And when Zion Williamson-Brent is on the floor, he's one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, but we got to keep him on the floor. That's the way that not only Zion's going to improve, but this is the way this team has a pathway to the playoffs. Nice jam by Jones, popping off the floor.
And Towns gets it to go.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Driving to the basket. And the dunk by Towns.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Hawkins against Conley. Pass to Williamson. Out to Ingram. That's good from 17 feet away. Ingram's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Brandon Ingram showing off the ways he can score. You know he's playing well when he's this patient to do so.
Count that one.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Here is Hawkins. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Williamson left side. Feeds to Jones. Towns with the steal. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Conley against Hawkins. In the corner, it's Ingram. Williamson outside. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota leading by 18. Towns with the bucket. 27 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Impressive shot from Towns, maintaining his balance despite the contact.
Pass to Valanciunas. Conley against Hawkins. Valanciunas with a screen on Conley. Hawkins kicks to Ingram. Drops in the tray. Ingram's got 7 points.
They're getting more and more consistent, which means more dangerous. As Brandon Ingram knocks down 3.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
It's free t-shirt time. Get out of your seats and on your feet.
Big group substitution here for New Orleans. Zeller, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Najee Marshall comes in for Zion Williamson. Daniels, he's checked in for Jones. And Lewis subbed in for Hawkins. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Shake Milton in for Mike Conley. Timberwolves leading by 17. Drives to the hoop. Shot's good by Alexander Walker.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Lewis on the wing, defended by Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Lewis grabs the board.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Over in the corner, Marshall. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot. But he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Alexander Walker. And another 3 for Minnesota.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Pelicans trail by 19. 1:41 left in the first quarter. And that one's good. Ingram.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
And Towns gets it to go.
The assist, Shake Milton.
Lewis with it. No scoring in this one. Kicks it to Marshall. There's the triple. The rebound by Anderson. Minnesota leading by 19. Here's Towns. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Towns has got 31.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Ingram against Anderson. Goes up on the block. The shot that time, not on target. Lewis against Towns. Here's Alexander Walker. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Alexander Walker's got his third bucket of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Lewis outside. Three-pointer, Daniels drills it from outside.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Pulls up on the wing. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock, and that one's good. Daniels. Timberwolves leading by 18. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target with his three. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. The pass to Ingram. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Milton.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Lewis. Gets it off. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Timberwolves?
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. They've drained a good number from beyond the arc this year.
Here's Williamson. 26 points for him last game against Denver.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got Edwards. Kyle Anderson is out there with Brown. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Reed in at the 5 spot. And here's Brown outside. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Williamson. Lewis on the way, defended by Milton. Here's Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. And Anderson gets it to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
Anderson has those long strides anytime he's in the open court. A difficult player to guard when he's going to the rack.
And every season you have teams, Greg, that start out hot only to falter. How do you separate the real from the rest?
Kevin, that's a good question. And one thing is what we call point differential. Doesn't just look at wins and losses, but margins of victory. And it can indicate who's really built to go the distance.
Kyle Anderson getting physical with the defense that time. That helps him draw the contact.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Free throw, good, Anderson.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Nails the baby hook. Williamson's got 12 points in the game.
The defense is doing its job out there. They're trying to stay aggressive, but Zion just too much.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Rudy Gobert is a fierce competitor. He says the average fan might not understand what I bring to the table, but the GMs in the league do. I want to be the best defensive player of all time. I want to be a force, and I want to win championships. I've got to set the tone every night. Kevin?
And he does. He is a stopper, no doubt about it. David, thank you. Here's Anderson. Pelicans pull it in. Lewis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Williamson outside. No good on the 3. Minnesota leading by 21. Edwards with it. Now defended by Williamson. New Orleans has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And Williamson throws it down.
Zion really lighting it up in this one.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Brown. Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Pass to Milton. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the wealth.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Lewis with the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Lewis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And they pick up 2.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward, exceptional court awareness.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Daniels. The 3, and another 3 for New Orleans.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Reed. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter, much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
We've seen Zion play that point forward very, very well. He's very adept at distributing.
Timberwolves leading by 21. Here's Reed. The quick look, no good that time. New Orleans gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Marshall passes to Zeller. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
The 3 from Anderson. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Fires from 18. A shot's good from Milton. Milton's got 4 points this quarter.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Outside Lewis. The rebound by Anderson.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Brown, bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Lewis. He has 5. Passes it to Zeller. Now Williamson. Over Anderson. And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Reed gets the bucket.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And one thing I miss about this era, the emphasis on scoring back to the basket. You just don't see it as often.
Well, you miss it, Kevin, because that's the only way you knew how to score.
Yeah, right.
So, no, it's not the most efficient shot. And trust me, when players come back in who can physically dominate the game and move players around, they'll get the ball close to the basket. But for now, let it fly.
No good on the free throw. And the NBA's new CBA cracking down on the top spending teams, Greg, but also the bottom spending teams.
Yeah, before teams had until the trade deadline to hit the minimum salary floor. Now they've got to be there day one, or they lose out on luxury tax distributions, which could end up in the millions.
And he sinks the second. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Gobert. And it's Williamson with the rebound. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. They host the Kings after this game. Down low, here's Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Towns, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. New Orleans has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending it.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
To the paint, here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? And it's Towns penetrating, and the dunk by Towns.
And how about the game from Towns? The combination of that height and shooting, probably unmatched in the NBA.
And there's the feed to Williamson. And the rejection by Towns. Here's McDaniels, and again it's Minnesota.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here is Hawkins. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Ingram kicks to Hawkins, out to the right wing. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Tries yet again. He lays it in. Hawkins has got 6.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside Edwards. Over Jones. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Man, that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
On the basket by Jones.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Minnesota leading by 23. Brandon Ingram, Tiny Dog is what they called him when he first got into the NBA, Brent. And he has become a very loud bark. What a player.
Yeah, Kevin, a lot of talk about him having to jump around in the shower to get wet, but he has put on the weight and become ferocious on the offensive end. This guy does not back down, and he's worked hard to fill out that frame.
That one is off. Hey, Greg, even by modern big man standards, Karl Anthony Towns can really shoot the three.
Yeah, and the only center to win a three-point shooting contest. Towns has developed a terrific stroke, and he just shoots the ball as well as most of the guards in our league.
Valanciunas is checked in for New Orleans. Dyson Daniels comes in for Williamson. He hits the second from the line.
There might not be a guy with more heart than Karl Anthony Towns. From his words to his actions, this is a guy who cares about the game and his fellow players.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Moment now to see some numbers for Anthony Edwards. Averaging about 26 points per, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
New Orleans has gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. And Ingram with the basket on the assist by Hawkins. Ingram's got 11 points.
Brandon Ingram's advantage when he's down low like that still comes through in his length.
And Towns gets it to go.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 11. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Here's Conley. It's blocked. Tries again. Good work there as it goes.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Hawkins. And too long on the shot. And so Gobert will bring it up for Minnesota. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. Start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
New Orleans has gone 6 of 12 from outside, a very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Valanciunas with a screen on Edwards. Here's Daniels. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Minnesota calls timeout. Anderson. He's checked in for Minnesota. Well, we've got a moment here. Let's see the league leaders in rebounding, the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Rudy Gobert, third.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Assisted.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
New Orleans has gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times.
2 minutes.
Screen by Valanciunas. Here's Hawkins. Gobert with the block. The Timberwolves shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Towns with the bucket.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
1:29 left in the first half. Ingram kicks to Daniels. Off target from three-point range.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Gobert. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Ingram with it. Now guarded by Towns. Ingram kicks to Daniels. It's stolen by Gobert. Towns for 3, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Towns has got 49 points in the game. New Orleans has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Connects again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Valanciunas with a screen on Anderson. Back to Valanciunas. Over Gobert, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Jones against Anderson. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Ingram dishes to Daniels. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Minnesota way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy monies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
We'll see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
In that game against the Knicks, even though they're ranked a bit higher, the talent on both teams is somewhat comparable. Could come down to which side controls the pace.
Do you prefer comparable or comparable, Kenny? I always say comparable. But that can definitely shift the tide in either direction. We'll see how their styles match up. Now let's go over that first half action. Things did not go according to plan for the Pelicans.
They can't stop anything down low. Playing soft. SOFT. capital T. Softer than Egyptian cotton, softer than a bag of marshmallows, SOF, capital T.
Big fella, that is soft. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Underneath, in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. Sharing the wing spots, it's Jones and Ingram. And it's Hawkins in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Ingram. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Williamson against Towns. And Williamson throws it down.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And there's the pass to McDaniels. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. From the arc. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound. Conley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Over in the corner, Edwards. Over Jones. And there's Edwards on the assist by Gobert. Gobert's got 6 assists here tonight. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Hawkins kicks to Valanciunas. Jones, no one around him. No good with the triple.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. The Pelicans have a lot of weapons offensively, but there seem to be enough touches to go around. Coach Willie Green said there's a trust factor. All those guys, they go out and trust each other. It might be one guy's night in this game, and it might be someone else in the next game. They always just want to make the right play. Kevin?
Yep, thanks, DA. Good stuff. And the Timberwolves with possession here. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. Edwards can't hit.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Ingram wide open. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. Conley finds Towns. Takes it inside. And the layup falls. Towns has got 55.
It's going to take more than this to stop Towns. He's too skilled at converting on the drive.
A second-round pick in 2021, Herb Jones immediately made an impact on the defensive end.
Yeah, you wonder if being on the all-defensive team, or at least getting votes as a rookie, has changed Herb Jones' mentality about wanting to get Defensive Player of the Year. I know that sounds silly, but he's got the capability and versatility to be that much of an impact on the defensive end.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Hawkins against Conley. And here's Hawkins. 9 points in the game so far. And that one's good. Ingram.
Brandon Ingram showing some toughness that time. That's a strong finish.
Conley surveying the D. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Here's Williamson. Michael Conley making his last shot. That one good for 2. Williamson's got 20 points.
Inside Zion, just a monster. He can go over or through opposition.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Jones? And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation. Here is Hawkins. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. In the corner, it's Ingram. Fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 6 assists here tonight.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
The Timberwolves have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. That's a 2 from Towns. And again, it's Minnesota.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Ingram outside. He kicks to Valanciunas. Here's Williamson. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Towns. It's rebounded by New Orleans. On the wing, Jones. Edwards defending. And Jones slams it in.
Looking pretty nimble on that drive. The slender Herbert Jones is good at understanding when to go in strong.
The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. That one goes in. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Now here's Williamson. 20 points for him. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Here's Towns. And yep, another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. To the inside. And Williamson throws it down.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And this, now a list of guys who can shoot it as well as they can pass it. The point guards with the highest shooting percentage in the NBA. Michael Conley is second.
Some remarkable shooters in that group. I mean, you know that when you're seeing those types of numbers at the point guard position, you're talking about some very intelligent and patient players.
Well, it's about taking smart shots and playing with great control. And that smart shot selection coupled with tremendous pure shooting, that's got them on the top of the list.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah,
and another one.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Fires from the wing. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
Gobert's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Hawkins with it. 9 points in the game so far. And the dunk by Williamson.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. And again, another assist.
And that last assist ties him for the franchise record for most in a game. How about the night he's having?
He's been on time and pinpoint with his passing all game long. Fantastic performance to tie the franchise record. Stolen by Michael Conley. Out to Edwards. Over Jones. And again, it's Minnesota. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Minnesota.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Minnesota calls timeout. Dyson Daniels checked in for Herbert Jones. And then for Minnesota, Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Towns. And it's Shake Milton in for Edwards. Jones has gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. Here's Anderson. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. New Orleans has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Valanciunas. He's looking for Williamson and finds him.
Terrific feed from Valanciunas, a big man scanning the deck.
Here's Anderson. Another possession, another assist.
And sure enough, he's just set the single-game franchise record for assists.
Showing that vision both to find his teammates and to reach new heights. Back to Valanciunas. Stolen by Reed. Here's Anderson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Anderson's got 4 this quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Ingram kicks to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Yeah, it's so hard to move a mountain, trust me. Major damage on the boards being done by Valanciunas.
Conley with the 3. Pelicans with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To the paint. Hawkins shot good. Hawkins has got 11 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Conley. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Hawkins kicks to Valanciunas. The dish to Williamson. Ingram outside. 6 on the shot clock. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Ingram has the skill to do that. A nice job setting up and receiving the pass.
Conley. It's hauled in by Hawkins. New Orleans gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. He dishes it to Ingram. Inside.
Timberwolves foul. Now 3. Second personal foul. First team foul.
The Pelicans have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
And he makes the first. Cody Zeller's checked in for New Orleans. Marshall comes in for Williamson. And so Hawkins drills both of them. .149 left in the third quarter. Here's Conley. Cans the shot from the wing. Conley's got 11 points here in just the second half.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
3-pointer. The shot by Hawkins, no good. And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. Over Hawkins. Here's McDaniels. Some solid defense from Ingram.
Well, the D's so tight on him, and it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Here's Zeller. Milton grabs the board.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Daniels passes to Ingram. And the Pelicans miss again. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pulls it up. Reed misses.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And that one's good. Ingram.
No one's stopping Brandon Ingram when he's in that pull-up game. He's just too long.
Minnesota shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's Ingram on the wing for the 3. Ingram can't get that one to fall. Now here's Milton. He's guarded closely.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. With the points he racked up that quarter, he has broken his season-high scoring mark already. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So it's Minnesota now. On the court for Minnesota. Brown out there with Anderson. Then there's Reed. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's more in at the 2 go.
Anderson rising up in the mid-range, a shot that this offense is more familiar with.
Williamson dishes to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. The shot's good from Milton. The Pelicans shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Pass to Daniels. Here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Anderson. Zeller grabs the board. Milton against Lewis. Williamson outside. Takes a 3. The shot, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Reed. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lewis kicks to Williamson. Shot on the wing. Zeller inside. Moore's there. And the dunk by Zeller.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Williamson, the pass to Marshall. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Milton. From the top of the key, he buries it.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
The Pelicans have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Lets it go from 14. And it's New Orleans scoring again. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Anderson. Pelicans pull it in. Zeller's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter. Now, catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Here's Anderson. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. From the corner, buries the jump shot.
They haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
Passes it to Daniels. Wants to get it to Zeller and does. Bucket is good. Zeller's got 8 points in the quarter.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
With the drive, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
The Pelicans have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter, really getting it done. Here's Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Milton. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got 6 rebounds in the game. Kicks it out to Williamson. Fires from deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Anderson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And here's Marshall to bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. The pass to Zeller. Daniels with it. New Orleans moving it around. And the dunk by Williamson.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score. Yeah, it's better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Marshall dishes to Daniels. Here's Williamson. Outside for Lewis. Zeller setting the pick for Lewis. And the dunk by Williamson.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
From deep, more. Minnesota gets it back at a new shot clock of 14 seconds. Minnesota calls timeout. So for the Pelicans, Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Brandon Ingram comes in for Marshall. And Hawkins subbed in for Lewis. Minnesota also with the sub. Minod's checked in. Hilton the pass to Reed. The high post shot connects. The jumper drops.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
New Orleans has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here is Hawkins. Kicks to Valanciunas. Floats it up for Williamson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Taking flight, Zion doing what he does best, getting up off the ground and bringing it down.
Reed with it, now guarded by Ingram. Goes up at the stripe. Reed gets the bucket. Pelicans shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Hawkins passes to Ingram. It's Ingram on the wing. Hard to believe, isn't it, Brent? The three-point line was introduced as a one-year trial back in 1979.
Yeah, crazy. It was so successful in the ABA, and then the 79-80 season kicks in. And if you remember, Kevin, Chris Ford, the first player from the Boston Celtics that was able to knock down the NBA's official first three-pointer.
Minnesota calls timeout. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
Hey, Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
They increased his role tonight after dropping their last game, and the move paid off. He's been the best player on the court by far, and now they don't have to worry about a losing streak. Minnesota leading by 22. Here's Minot. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
The assist.
Minot's got his first basket.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Timberwolves shooting an unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Ingram outside. Brett, you're in a team's front office, and the voices of sports medicine experts seem to be carrying more weight than ever before.
Yeah, it's been so interesting to see the way that the league is navigating this, because it's hard to say where the proof is that load management is actually working. During the time that I was playing, I remember Karl Malone and John Stockton getting 82 games in at 38 minutes a night and never missing a contest. So we'll see if time does tell that guys will get back on the floor and play a little bit more often.
Pass to Hawkins. The three. They grab their own miss. Valanciunas somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Anderson. It's good from about 19 feet. 17 points for Kyle Anderson.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
To the middle, here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
You know, I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic. Brown, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in.
Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
Here's Ingram. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Ingram's got 32 points.
And this is where that length shows off on particular plays like that. Still able to score.
The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
New Orleans gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Hawkins passes to Ingram. Shoots over Brown. Here's Williamson. Anderson with the block.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
Brown against Valanciunas. Brown, no good.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
And that's the way it should be. Ingram aggressive to the rack.
So it's Minnesota now. Milton looking around over Hawkins. And that one goes long.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
Here's Brown. Cans it from short range. Here is Hawkins. Hey, Brett, coming out of this last CBA, were you surprised how quickly the push for a hard salary cap was abandoned?
Yeah, I wonder, Kevin, if some of it was just the timing of the CBA and not having to go down into the trenches to talk about that level of what's happening financially around the NBA. Also, the small market teams were super opposed to having that be put in place because at times they want a chance to go all in as well.
Lets it go with a three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Left side, Brown. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. Ingram kicks to Hawkins. Back to Ingram. It's hauled in by Brown. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And they took charge when it counted, and They'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And timeout called by Chris Finch.
Come on, Pelicans fans, on your feet and get loud for your Pelicans dance team.
And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. Minnesota also with the sub. Miller's checked in.
Pelicans dance team.
Lewis against Milton. Buries the long-range jumper.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Robinson Earl, the pass to Zeller. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Milton to the left side wing. Deep 2 from Anderson. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Now here's Lewis. Pass to Ryan. He kicks it to Daniels. Now Lewis, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation.
At the line for New Orleans, Ryan. Number 32, E.J. Liddell.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Mike. Congrats on the win. It looked like you guys stayed with your identity tonight. You think so?
Yeah, we wanted to just play our game, stick to what we do best, get the ball inside, score in the paint, just try to make easy plays. And I think that's what we did, and we're able to just build off of that.
You guys are one of the best teams at staying to what you do. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.